So, this is once again actually going to be this time my last video for tonight. I'm not really all that keen on making another video tonight. I think we've got plenty for a little while anyway, at least. And this may sound silly, but when I go outside, right, when it's late at night, I don't like it when there's cars that drive by. I don't mind the semi trucks. They don't care. This is good. Which also brings up back to, I would hate to be a celebrity. You know why? Because, you know, like where I'm so famous, you never know about people because there could be creepers and stuff like that. And you know, it sounds crazy coming from me, even though that every now and again I bring up, you know, subscribing, but that's because I don't want to force people, you know, or believe that they're pushing it on them. So, you know, let's see. So, yeah, because I will be wrapping it up with a few extra there. I thought about this, like, it's going to be like the actual ones I didn't get. It's going to be crazy to wrap it up with that, because, I mean, it's going to be the same old deal anyway, but the only thing is, you know, welcome to Gene's shop. Are you here on business? Yes. Or should not be. Could be fun, I'll join. Yes. Nice. So that's good. Now we have our fourth and final shop. So that to me is good. I probably just like skip out on getting him. Matter of fact, I probably am going to skip on getting her too, because honestly, I don't need it, to be honest. There's actually a few other recruits that we would need to get anyway, and they're actually going to be in the town of Seika that we missed out on. And then we also have another recruit that required us to have what's his name, Taiho and his brother Yamku at level 40. Oh yeah, they really do. They need to be at level 40. And then we got to go over there to that place we unlocked, which I am going to save. I don't think it really matters. I mean, the thing is, like, if you can catch them early enough in the game, you're doing pretty good. Now, see, this is our thing. I'm thinking, maybe I'm wrong, but I guess you can get the Ruin Master right here in the middle, like it really matters. I don't know. But anyway, I want to do some more advanced recruiting later on. And what that requires is, like, okay, there's like each and every game is going to be from this point on, even though that 4 is like a pre-advanced recruition, because it's also at a time before everything else, also before the Scarlet Moon Empire and all that. I don't know what the hell the deal with that is. But anyway, so let's see here. Now we actually want to go up here. Ah, okay. So we have to actually talk to him right here. This would be the actual penultimate final deal. You may as well know. I know it's kind of a spoiler, but the elevator does not go up any further than this. So, yeah, there's quite a few other recruits we're going to miss out on. I know I hate it, but it's just that I also don't hate it, because it's not so bad when you think about it, you know, because really, I mean, and then if we get enough recruits, I think the bed winds up in the middle, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, it doesn't really matter anyhow. It really is insignificant to that. Like, I like how, like, our bolt bed is already up there on the 4th floor, which is pretty freaking sweet. There's also other recruits that I will be skipping out on. The only reason why I went ahead and got them was for one thing only, because I wanted to get Jean anyway, because she's part of the package. And believe it or not, she is actually a reoccurring character. I don't know if she's a character you can put in battle, but I think that in some games she is. Like most characters that are reoccurring are probably not going to be ones, some of them are. So, but the only way we can truly do that, I would say, is go to, yeah, third floor. So I'm going to go here. Takes a little bit to load, for whatever reason. So yeah, there's Victor. I'm going to be working on Pawn because we have to get him up. I mean, at least around, I don't know, 35, around there maybe. So, yeah, look at that. Okay, so Pawn needs to level up. I didn't need to get full Sulu, but I did get him anyway. I will be getting the other dude because he's kind of part of the package, so I'm making the effort to do it anyway. Elaine, you know. Jean. Nope, she's not a battle character, so. Which sucks in itself, but it's also not a bad thing considering where we stand at with the very first ever made Suikodon game, even though, again, once again, 4 was a thing. This is a prelude to something else. So, you wouldn't know it because, I mean, even though I'm sure they weren't exactly having that in mind until the next development of whatever happens to whatever happens, you know. I know that makes no sense, but anyway. I'm trying to keep it as vague as possible without trying to spoil it for you, but anyway. I see, Commander. Commander Dr. Lyukin. I understand. I have an idea. Please wait a moment. So there's also someone else we're going to be entirely skipping. But anyway. Because in order to get him anyway, we'd have to have, I don't know if we didn't read, I mean, it's a certain amount anyway of recruits. In the township of Ante, which I believe Commander is now called Rebranded, lives a recounterfeiter named Kimberly. Let's get her and a scrivener named Tesla to join us. Kimberly is an acquaintance of mine. I've written her a letter. Give this to her, and she'll join our cause. What do you plan on making them do? Let's save that pleasure for later, Commanders. For the moment, please go and find Kimberly and Tesla. Yep, we received Matthew's letter. Kimberly is an Ante. She sure is, because we do know where she's at. Yep, and I think that's a forever item, if I'm not mistaken. There is items you can get that are absolutely useless, but it's kind of interestingly unique to make the game 100% anyway if you cheat, because, yeah, even though you'll never wind up using them, because, you know, other than to have them as a deal, because you can't buy them, but, you know, anyway, I'll go over that later, as a bonus per Katartake. Oh, I was in despair. So, yeah, we gotta go here, and I'm not sure if I really want to get it. Like, not that it really matters. So, I'm not really sure who the owner is of this place. But anyway, let me talk to her real quick. I'll tell you a secret. This is actually the Ante. East of here is the town of Tian, and you'll find the village of Rykon due south. You know, because, yeah, sometimes they were actually commonly referred to as Rykon, believe it or not, in Japanese folklore, not Recon. Sometimes, yeah, there was Recon, but there was also Rykon. So it's hard to really justify which one's the correct thing. So this is what I told you earlier I shouldn't have said, but, you know, whatever. Delivered Matthew's letter. What is it? A letter from Matthew? Let me see, says Kimberly. And, oops, I forgot to mention that I can't read. What's it say? Yeah, see, there you go. I mean, you know. Then again, I guess, alright, I guess there are terms of blindness, anyway. Okay, I'll read it. I see Matthew's up to his old tricks again. You'll be joining us, then. I like how we had to get the letter spoiled, but yet, for most of us who are watching right now, we wouldn't actually know. So, anyway, also, in the word, already jumped a dead hint with Scrivener, anyway. Join? Hmm. There's something about this girl that I don't really understand. Hey, you there? What, me? Yes, you. You're a handsome fellow. I'll join up if you promise to take me to dinner. Oh, boy. Who, me? I can't. I have someone. Alright. Do what you want with him. That's all you? Good. It's a deal, then. Come here, pretty boy. Oh, boy. Whoa, wait a minute. Poor Flick. I really do feel sorry for him. But anyway, come on, fill my cup, handsome. Yes, ma'am. Alright, don't spill any. I don't remember looking like that, but anyway. Okay. It's your turn next. Your cup's still full. Come on, drink up, or can't you drink tea with a beautiful woman? Ha! I can just wait to hear like, no, oh no, not at all. Yeah. Anyway, because he's embarrassed. Thank you. Yeah. Good grief. Yeah. I really do feel sorry for him because ladies really like him. Well, I'm going to go ahead to DVD Campus Castle or whatever. I mean, how can you stay all night and look so well? What are you talking about? You're still tired, pretty boy? Say, Killer, you're planning on running over to Chester too, right? He's here in this town, but I believe he's using the name Albert. Albert, is it? Okay, I'm going now, pretty boy. We'll have to dinner again then when you return to the castle. I thought that was Victor who said that, but anyway. No thanks. So, I mean, yeah, there she is. Yeah, so we don't have a choice about her. Because without her, we can't continue on the plot line as well as, well, okay, so I know already, luckily for us, what to do. So, as well, the thing is that, the thing is about Odessa is that even with enough time passes, there's never really any clairvoyance or whether or not he gets with somebody else or not. Most move on. Most, move on into other relationships, or they just don't even bother at all. That's kind of move on. I mean, yeah, it's just something that, and, there's probably fanfic between, I don't want to say it, but I'll say it anyway. An interesting relationship between Flick and Victor, which was thought to be the rumored creation of Flickdor. Kind of like if you saw Dragon Ball Z when they fused together, but, this is different. So, and if you know what I mean by interesting, don't look it up. Because, I mean, even though that I'm not one to frown upon, other kind of interesting relationships, I just, don't see how they wouldn't fit together. I mean, but who knows? Maybe they do wind up. I'm not gonna get into it, but because it's not like it would be a bad thing, but I wouldn't say it's a good thing either. In this instance. Well, for one thing, he actually had a life partner, and some people move on into different kind of, interesting relationships. Like, women go into women, even though they had a man. Some of them don't, but, it's just the way it is. So let's go ahead and talk to this dude. What does he have to say? This here urn I got from the Holly's owner. I can't seem to get it appraised anywhere. What a pain in the neck. If you come to my castle, you could. Anyway, I don't remember if there's a book here or not, because I think there's a, anyway. There's also getting the books, so, anyway. Who are you people? I'm just a normal, quiet, ordinary citizen of this town. Now, this guy's voice is going to change, so I have to kind of change it with it. You're Tesla describing it, right? Goodness, no. My name is Albert Onyx. Albert Onyx, what an awesome name. Anyway, my people have lived here for generations. Really? Then what is your mother's name? Her name is Marianne Onyx. That's an interesting name. And your father? I believe it was Alan Onyx. That name. Grandmother? Let's see, Leah Onyx. Hey, Tesla. Yes? I mean, that's not my name, Tesla. By the way, it has nothing to do with Tesla clothes. Do you give up? I'm not. The Matthew wants me, right? I prefer to lead a quiet life. Oh. Stop yapping and get ready to leave. Stop yapping and do that. Okay. Oh my God, how unlucky I am. Led back into a life of crime. Poor Tesla. Anyway, you think it's okay to let him go by himself? What else is there to do? He doesn't want to travel with us. Shucks, treating people as if they were bandits. It's because you scared him so much, Victor. Hey, young master, we should be going back to the DVD Cambridge Castle too. So yeah. So at this point, I wouldn't say it really matters as for whether or not Grimiel levels up, but if you haven't maxed out his weapon, do so now. It's very important that we max it out. So, I can't tell you why. Don't ask me questions I cannot answer for. I think I will save this for later. Because this paint, I'm not sure if I want to get that certain recruit or not yet, but I'm thinking about it. But then again, I would just like to leave enough out of it that it's probably going to make a difference, because I have to be completely honest with you that if I don't do this right, we're not going to get the wrong ending that I'm looking for. So I think there's only like, 2 endings to this game, if I'm not mistaken. As opposed to, most games, they have like, I think it's like 3 endings. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I'll put you away. Yeah, I know. It was thought to be that those were better. Yeah. And it's quite unfortunate, again, about where that equipment is. Even though it may not matter for Cleo, but look at this. That doesn't even belong up there. It belongs down here. But, what do I know about where shoes belong? I mean, maybe you don't know the difference, but if you pay attention, yeah, it's like putting it on their hands. That's kind of silly. Now, the bath ratio is going to look different. So, there's a way to, early in the game, where I think it's got interesting baths in this game. So, you would have to check it out when you first begin it all, which I will do a segment off screen for that. So, when I go around to doing it, which means I'll have to have an extra bonus video, I'll have to throw it in there as I try and get into Suikodon 2. But anyway, because it's going to take me a little bit before I actually get back up to that point, because we're already past that, beyond that no return with the thing. Even though that we're going to need to do some things to upgrade it, but anyway, so am I hearing music somewhere? I hope not. I mean, anyway, I don't, but So at this point, we actually want to. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We need to save again. I have a bad habit of not doing what I used to. I think in the very beginning I didn't think about it either when I first played this. But yeah, you have to absolutely, because you should save. most definitely. Always say whether you're doing the 100% run or not, it doesn't matter. Just always, and I mean always, bear that in mind when you want to play this game, because when you play this game, you know, it's just the way it's going to be. So I'm actually going to go ahead and I think we had to talk to Matthew again in order to progress. I created this imitation seal myself. I guarantee it's safety. You know. But don't blame me if it doesn't work. Yeah, whatever, dude. I like how we get to be on the opposite side anyway. Commander, Killer, you're back. You're back. We've made all the necessary preparations. Kimberly and Tesla did excellent work for us. I'm a perfectionist. I too did well, I hope. Wait, actually at work? Commander, Killer, what you see here are forged Imperial peppers. Malicious signature of the official Imperial seal. It's all here, perfectly forged. With these papers, we can walk right into Soniere prison. Please read Dr. Lyukin with these. Obtained fake orders. Nice. So, I'm worried about Commander Dr. Lyukin. Please hurry. He still says the same thing. So now, if you want to find them, which I believe you will find them. See, now it's time to do another tour, because I think we're going to find them in different areas, unless it doesn't change. I think sometimes it has a tendency to have them in two places at once, which makes no sense. So, okay. What we want to do then is we're going to go, and I believe we might find him. I'm not going to swear I know that I know where she's at, but I do know where he is. But once again, like I said, I'll be doing, tours periodically. Especially when we get more recruits. When I go to do that, I'll be doing that as well. So I'll be showing that off. So what I will do is I will get them as early as possible rather than waiting. I might even just do that as part of the 100% run. So that, and I'll skip out all the stuff that needs to be skipped. So yeah, there's no upper floor in some of these areas. Other than where the highest it reaches, where the pant is, and there's you. There's going to be someone that's the most craziest thing ever that they actually made amends with in Suikodon 3. And what's so interesting about this guy? Well, I can't tell you. So, I mean, it kind of really made the amends for him, but it just kind of sucks the way that kind of happened. So I guess they're not up here. So where in the world would they be? Okay, so they'll probably be on 3rd floor. Then let's go to 2nd floor and see if she's there. I don't think he's gonna be here. There's our dancer, for whatever reason. And yeah, okay. So it's an interesting thing I can't go into about the elves. Okay. Here's the scrivener. I'd like to go home. I had to clean my house. Yeah, right. Sheesh. He just wants to go home, and I can't blame the man. He's kind of scared. Still, dude, you're part of the 100 Stars of Destiny. Now, where would she be at? I don't know. I mean, maybe we need to wait till certain events, I guess? Because I'm not seeing her anywhere. I mean, we should have ran into her by now. I mean, not physically, in a literal sense, but like, yeah. Anyway. So, anyway. I don't know where she's at. I haven't. Oh, I know where she's at. I remember now. Oh my God, it just occurred to me. Because as well, there's a cutscene we get to see at a certain point. So, this game. Yeah. Yeah, here she is. Are you my drinking partner tonight? Yeah, there she is. So, in Taiho and Yamku's little hut. Actually, a little bit more better than the one that's kind of fairly improved in a sense. So, anyway. Fake orders. Okay, I was wrong about the letter thing. Okay, so let's go to... Okay, actually, you know what? What am I thinking? I forgot. I needed to save again, so you need to, save before you go in here if you're not got save states, because this is very important in case you miss something or whatever, because there's always something we're gonna be missing out on. Even though sometimes it may not add to anything, but sometimes you don't get another chance to do it because the way the game is and stuff. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. It's the way the game, because sometimes that's the way the game is, but I don't know why, but that's the way it is. In case I screwed up with the mic, sometimes I can do that and hit the mic. Anyway, you must be tired. Got plenty of rest. Nah, we're okay. So yeah, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and go here. Yeah, because whenever you get so far in the game, it takes a little bit to get caught up. It also depends on how much time you can invest into it. Like, if the farther you are, and the longer it might take, depending on also how many videos you've had to put out, also, or how much time you put into a video. I mean, okay, if I were to do a game for about 2 hours, 4 hours, right? Well, here's the thing. It would take me just as long, which would mean that it would probably take a whole, because of how long it takes just to get as far as, depending on how far you can get. Like, it's like this game here, or Pokemon, something like that. Yeah, it's just going to take me a while. An absolute while. I mean, like, wouldn't matter how absolutely positively young you are, unless you actually found a way to, quote unquote, what's the word I'm looking for? Glitch the game, or make your own copy where you can just basically get, skipping a bunch of stuff. So anyway, it may just be a rumor, but okay. So I think this is on their prison. Okay, so yeah, all right, sir. Hey, soldier. We carry orders from General Malich himself. Yes, sir. They are indeed, sir. Please enter. So, I'll just say the same thing. So, no matter who you talk to, they're just going to say that, sir. So, yeah, we still have fake orders. Okay, that's going to be the permanent item. My bad. Anyway. So, the nightmare is what you're going to get. It's going to drop the, I believe it's going to be something that's going to drop us a thing we actually need. So what I don't want to do is go to the last very, bottom of this place. And there is a treasure chest right there. It's important that we save here as well because these crystals are absolutely something else. Anyway, oh wow, we've been recording for like 30 blasted minutes. Oh sheesh. Well, there's a silver necklace. So this just begins our little journey here to find some stuff. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Ooh, old volume 6. I guess you get them in the wrong order anyway, so. That was kind of useless. So was that. I don't know why it doesn't let me do that, but Ah, we found the Opal. So at this point we could go capture her. But, what the hell? What's going to go on? So. There is a character that there's no one actually better than him. So, even though there's another version of him, but it's not as good as him. Simply amazed, based on what, that is. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take on these guys down here, even though it's kind of crazy, but, The one thing I will not do is go get Dr. Lilligan, because we got all the time in the world to do this. And we really need to be taking time anyway, because we also need to level up Pawn for a reason, because, otherwise, I can't get into it, but, And if you can't tell, there's actually cells we can't get into, so don't even worry about them. Of course you would use a lightning spell. Like the jerk you are. I guess for the most part, Dragon Incense works. Believe it or not, when I first got Dragon Incense, didn't have any problem with it. Who are you? So. You know what's very interesting? Watch this. Suspicious character you may not pass. Now I'm going to show you something very interesting. Wild arrow attack. Okay. That was supposed to go a lot more better than that, but oh well. Doesn't really matter anyway. What's your business at this prison? I almost feel sorry for these guys. But, anyway. So yeah, that's the most interesting thing about United Tax. So, yeah, we don't even need that. Now, do you want to fight? Not really, but we have to, because if we don't do this now, we'll miss out on it. Because, unfortunately, though, the thing about this... Oh, by the way, he's got a unique select ruin that I think is changed. So, yeah, okay, that's for something else. There are different, unique, interesting shops that we can get into, but yeah, the other cell is what we don't need to be doing. Trust me, at this point, if you get to this point, I usually just about do this before I go all the way down here anyway, but unlike Pokemon, I don't have to worry about getting badges for everybody to obey me or something like that. It's the stupidest damn thing I've ever heard of. Anyway, those red slimes don't really drop anything as far as I'm aware of. Anyway, so yeah, we're actually at level 32. we've already somewhat begun the. There's the thing about going to level 42 is there's also another recruit that actually requires us to be at level 40. So, most craziest thing about it is we don't really need to be 40, but we need to be 40 and so on for later on enemies and stuff. So that is something I thought I would point out. Anyway, what I will be doing is we'll save that for another episode to absolutely do this. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so, anyway. Yeah. You know, the craziest thing I saw today on Facebook, after watching another video come up with an ad. I don't like ads. I hate them because they generally kind of ruin it for me. But sometimes I stick with it when I'm really bored enough. And I'll tell you something else. They had something that I'm not normally against. Actually, I'm not against at all, except for the fact that when you have rules, it should be enforced. It doesn't matter if it comes from foreigners or ads. It's the most dumbest damn thing ever. And here's the kicker about it. Is that, number one, before I can get into it, it was an ad for enhancing yourself. But it was if you're a man. But in other words, or your sex life, right? And it was a pornographic thing. I'm not kidding you. One woman was completely naked. And she was doing thing. Oh my God! I mean, they weren't exactly having, but she did the thing with him. If you catch my drift, with his thing, and another woman was doing the same thing, but she wasn't naked. I mean, like, why Facebook? Of all the things, now you're gonna heavily rely on that. It's not bad enough, and I really hate to even say that about supporting other creators and stuff like that. But I hate to help them out. I really do. By letting an ad play. Even though sometimes I can't help that. So, anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this off. And I am going to absolutely save state. So, but yeah, I mean, like, really, we need to circumvent ourselves into watching a pornographic ad. For what cause? Supposedly, enhance ourselves? Yeah, right. For our sex lives? Yeah, no thanks. But anyway, the worst kicker about this was this guy called Dr. Oz with a face mask. It's supposed to be a threat now, considered one, which I don't care anymore, because I just haven't cared for Dr. Oz for some time now. And it wasn't just because of all that, but because I don't know. There's something about him just kind of throws me off now. And, yeah, how is he still a doctor? I have no idea. But, anyway, now there's supposed to be a show with his daughter on it. Well, I mean, I hate to say anything about, like, whether or not, that's going to hurt anybody from actually watching the daughter instead of the father, because the father did so terribly. So, but, like, if you want, like, in the sense of wanting to do with anything to do with them because of the father, and I hate to say it like that, because I don't like to judge people. In fact, I hate it with a passion. But I don't mind judging in another sense. There's actually two ways to judge people, believe it or not. Number one is the wrong way, which it doesn't really matter which way order you count it in, doesn't really matter at all. But, like, okay, well, oh my God, somebody is a color of pink. They can't come in my bar, or they're gay, or they're straight. They shouldn't be in here. No, that is wrong. But that is one form of judging. Another judging is like you judge for yourself. You're determining whether or not someone is worthy of not It has nothing to do with their color of the skin or whatever the hell they are, whether it's male or female. That's another thing. You know, and it doesn't matter, in other words, it doesn't matter the gender. I'm just going to say gender instead of sex. That's just stupid. I hate that. What sex are you? I guess I'm sexy. Like, what, sex? Yes, I definitely had sex. Like, that's any of your business. But yes, I had sex. But yeah. I mean, I don't know why we even bother, because either way it's going to be offensive. Because really, it's really annoying to say that, because sex is in its determination of whether or not you're actually doing the do, you know? That's the thing, and it's confusing as hell when you use it like that and expect people not to... I mean, if you didn't really know, believe it or not, you know, that still would be confusing as hell. That's why it's just better to say gender. Okay, even though the people might get offended by it, but I'm not offended by it. You know, I'm a man, I'm a male, no big deal. You know, not all men and women are alike. Which means not all of them are gonna be all bad. No, but you know, everybody lies to a certain degree, or that's what so they say anyway. I don't know. Anyway, I will see you guys in another episode sometime tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on how things go. Oh, it is Monday. But yeah, today is Sunday, July the 16th. If today was your birthday, well, happy late birthday. I forgot to say that in the last episode. Because, I mean, you know, happy late anniversary and all that. By the time this comes out, if it's your birthday and your anniversary, well, happy birthday, anniversary, and all that. Subscribe, follow, I guess, you know, for important updates. Because, you know, you want just regular updates without videos and stuff like that. The best place, not that I don't use the community tab every now and again, I do that, but I can't share it anywhere. So if you want something that I can share everywhere, there's always the most deplorable website, but I'd rather go there than anywhere else. I know that makes no sense, but for the most part, it's not that bad, because it's not all just about watching people having videos and having pornographic ads and crabs that ruin the experience of what it means to have a video. And maybe that's why my videos suck, because I don't have ads rolling across there. I don't really think that's true. I think, personally, ads would suck. Like, that's like going into an opera or some kind of theater. Somebody rolls in an ad. I mean, you know, you may not know it. You may think that, oh, the best thing to do is just to watch an ad. I mean, you know, even though that supposedly it helps the creators. No. I mean, that really shouldn't help them anyway. That's just stupid, because I'm not here to watch a blasted bloody piece of cheesy crap ad, you know, or commercial. I'm here to watch what I'm watching. Whether it's theater or it's a movie. If I'm going to watch a movie, I don't want to watch an ad or a commercial. I don't care. Okay? You know, or if I want to listen to a video or a music, I don't want to watch an ad or listen to one. I don't care. Alright? If that's what supports them, I don't want to support them. So that's what it takes, because, you know, unlike if I pay a monthly fee, or, you know, if I share it to people who actually have money to spend on albums and stuff, you know, You know, and in the meantime, I might buy a thing here or there, you know, myself personally to support them whenever I've got the funds in my inventory. I'm not going to say bank because that's not anybody's business, but anyway. But, you know, whenever I got that, yeah, or resources, you know, whenever I got that, yeah, myself, I may do that. But, you know, I think more support should be coming from people who actually go and buy the album rather than, oh, I don't know, throwing out the blasted, even though I hate to say it about an album because it's hard enough getting funds for that, but, you know, I mean, I get it, people deserve money when they've done what they can to earn it, but it shouldn't be just about the money either. It really should. But anyway, that's about all I can say about that. Sorry about rambling on. You know, if you don't mind me talking about anything out there from, you know, politics or whatever, which I barely try to talk about, even though a lot of people focus heavily on that, then, hey, you know. And, you know, I'm not trying to have a dirty channel. I just said I could be a dirty channel. But, you know, I think there's plenty of those out there as it is. When people talk about let my nipples dance, you know, have my, you know, whatever. Anyway, later.